In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the best DSLR cameras to buy this year. And as usual, in the description below, we have the links to all the DSLR cameras mentioned in this video. Make sure you stick till the end, because we have a bonus option. If you think we missed out any product on our list, please let us know in the comment below. Be sure to subscribe for new content and drop a like below. Now, let's go straight to the video. Number 5. Canon EOS 77D. The Canon EOS 77D is a 24-megapixel entry-level DSLR camera with an APS-C size CMOS sensor and Canon EF or EFS lens mount. It's also known as the EOS 9000D in some countries. It features Canon's impressive dual-pixel autofocus system, which improves an autofocus performance, allowing you to focus on a subject much quicker and track the subject more effectively across your frame than ever before. If you use live view a lot or you're a video shooter, dual-purpose autofocus is amazing for switching focus points quickly. The vari-angle touchscreen of the Canon 77D makes this much easier. You're able to slide your finger from one point to another to rack focus in a smooth fashion. It's great being able to use all the two-finger gestures you're used to from your smartphones on the LCD screen of the 77D. It offers a 45-point autofocus system with all cross-type points, greatly increasing its ability to focus in low light. Having lots of focus points isn't all that important on an entry-level DSLR, but if you're trying to track movement like sport photography, then more focus points means more chance of getting a sharp photo. Other features include Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and NFC for fast image transfer and remote control, twin control dials for easy one-handed shooting, a top-plate LCD screen for quick reference, built-in interval timer for time lapses, eye sensor to turn off the read LCD while shooting, mic port for audio recording, 6 frames per second continuous shooting, and great image stabilization during video recording. Number 4. Canon EOS 6D. The Canon EOS 6D is a 20.2 megapixel sensor entry-level DSLR camera with a full-frame CMOS sensor and Canon EF lens mount. Entry-level doesn't need to mean you're limited to just APS-C sensor DSLR cameras. Thankfully, the FF sensor Canon 6D is affordable enough to make it on our list today. A Canon full-frame sensor offers better IQ, better low-light performance, and greater ability to blur the background than the smaller APS-C format. It also means you're able to use the exotic Canon red ring lenses with faster apertures and better build quality than their EFS range. Despite being rather old and heavier than the other entry-level DSLRs in this review, IQ out of the 6D is top-notch, and there are plenty of great features. Remember, this is still a professional photographer's DSLR. With an ISO range of 100 to 25,600, the Canon 6D can shoot photos in the dark without a flash much better than the APS-C CMOS entry-level DSLRs recommended here. The 20.2 megapixel full-frame sensor combined with Canon's Digic 5 Plus image processor produces beautifully detailed and rich JPEG images and RAW files with lots of latitude during post-processing. 4.5 frames per second continuous shooting speed is more than adequate for most situations, and when shooting JPEG, the buffer will fill after around 1,250 shots, and around 14 shots when shooting RAW. Battery life is decent at around 1,090 shots. There's built-in Wi-Fi for faster image transfer and remote control via Canon's iOS and Android app and built-in GPS. Although it does drain the battery much quicker, it's great to shoot with GPS enabled while on holiday and track your photos using Lightroom's map functionality when back at home. Number 3. Canon EOS Rebel T8i. The Canon EOS Rebel T8i is a 24-megapixel entry-level DSLR camera with an APS-C sized CMOS sensor and a Canon EF or EFS lens mount. It's also known as the EOS 850D in some countries. JPEG images straight out of the camera are vibrant in detail, and skin tones have a beautiful warmth to them that's become associated with Canon sensors. Overall, the build quality is nice on the Canon T8i. It's definitely a smaller build than most DSLRs, which could be a big bonus if you like to travel or walk around with a lighter camera. The articulating touchscreen LCD is a great feature, and thanks to dual pixel autofocus and face recognition, focusing in live view is a breeze. Being able to tap your subject and have your camera focus on them in a split second is something that formerly only mirrorless cameras could do. The T8i can track subjects around the frame just as well in live view mode than it can when you're looking through the viewfinder, which is perfect if you just want to tap the LCD screen and have the camera follow your subject as they run around. Number 2. Canon EOS Rebel SL3. First introduced in April 2019, the Canon EOS Rebel SL3 is a 24-megapixel sensor entry-level DSLR with an APS-C sized CMOS sensor and a Canon EF or EFS lens mount, and it's also known as the EOS 250D. It isn't the cheapest entry-level DSLR you can buy due to its excellent IQ and autofocus performance, all packed into a small, lightweight body. The fully articulating touchscreen is a joy to use, allowing you to get creative with your compositions. Battery life is above average at approximately 1,070 shots, more than enough for a day's shooting. You can shoot at a maximum resolution of 6,000 by 4,000 pixels, allowing you to make great-looking prints. The native ISO range of 100 to 25,600 and can be boosted to 51,200, handy for low-light photography when you don't have a flash. The best feature is Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF autofocus, which is fast, easy to use, and eerily accurate. It's nice to see a feature from much higher-end Canon DSLRs on this entry-level Canon EOS Rebel. For video shooters, the maximum resolution of 4K video at 25p provides tons of detail and the flexibility to crop the frame when editing. There's also Wi-Fi and NFC connectivity for sharing images on the go. Number 1. Nikon D5600. The Nikon D5600 is a 24-megapixel entry-level DSLR camera with an APS-C sized CMOS sensor and Nikon F lens mount. Weighing in at only 465 grams, the Nikon D5600 is the perfect size to carry around for everyday photography. With a 39-point autofocus system, ISO range of 100 to 25,600, 3.2-inch screen, and built-in wireless. 5 frames per second continuous shooting is good for keeping up with fast-moving subjects, and the camera's operations feel responsive and snappy thanks in large part to Nikon's excellent X-Speed 4 processor. You can shoot at a maximum resolution of 6,000 by 4,000 pixels, and image quality is impressive. JPEGs look great straight out of the camera, and RAW files provide a bit of extra image data for pulling those shadows and highlights in post-production. The standard Nikon F-mount gives you access to over 300 native lenses, even ones dating back to the 1960s. The articulating LCD touchscreen is a pleasure to use and allows you to place your camera on the ground or hold it above your head for some creative compositions. It's also great for selfies and for filming yourself in full HD video, YouTube vlogger style. The Nikon D5600 features built-in Wi-Fi connectivity, which lets you transfer your photos directly to mobile devices without any physical connection. With its NFC feature, it can communicate with smartphones equipped with this technology by simply touching them together. You can also use your smartphone as a remote to control the camera. And a bonus option, the Nikon D3500. Launched in August 2018, the Nikon D3500 is a 24-megapixel sensor entry-level DSLR camera with an APS-C size CMOS sensor and Nikon F lens mount. It's not only one of the best entry-level DSLR cameras you can buy in 2021, but it's also one of the cheapest, making it perfect for students or those looking for low-cost ways to get into photography. Don't be put off by its age. The D3500 offers excellent IQ and numerous useful features, all packed into one of the lightest DSLR camera bodies on the market. Just 415 grams with battery and memory card. The APS-C CMOS DX sensor produces vibrant JPEGs and 12-bit RAWs with enough tone and color range to make the most of every pixel when editing your favorite photo editing software. Nikon's X-Speed image processing system ensures that the camera's autofocus keeps up with its 5 frames per second continuous shooting speed, and the battery life is an impressive 1,550 shots per charge. There is no touchscreen or vari-angle display, but these are the compromises when it comes to such a lightweight and affordable entry-level DSLR. When shooting with a viewfinder, the 11 autofocus points are clustered in the middle of the screen. The 5 frames per second shooting speed ensures that nothing is missed. Live view shooting is equally easy to use, with the contrast-based AFP autofocus technology helping to lock onto your subject with surprisingly little effort. The Nikon 3500 offers the best value for the money and allows photographers to take advantage of the entire Nikon DX lens lineup, which includes some excellent entry-level options. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click the subscribe button below.